Welcome back to a series so buzzing. Even Sasuke subscribed. In today's video, Hassan is now changing his story again, claiming his dog was not even wearing a collar when she apparently got shocked. A new clip has surfaced of Hassan maniacally laughing while putting his dog in a cage with a bigger dog, wanting her to get hurt and cry for his entertainment. Asmon Gold has responded. A clip of Hassan's dog attacking another dog has surfaced. Looks like the electrocution training isn't working. Internet detectives have found Hassan attempting to hide the shock collar and remote in multiple more instances, directing the camera away. QT Cinderella is now mad after accidentally exposing Hassan's lies, and she's blaming it on FaZe streamers. The Hassan Defense Squad is in full force. New members have arrived to ruin their reputations, including Hassan's #1 simp and failed journalist, Taylor Loren. Subscribe to the legendary series completely free, better than HBO, Hulu, Amazon, Disney, Netflix, Apple combined.
Let's up those numbers!
Now let's begin. Recap time. So Hassan uses Chidori on his dog.
Kaya, please just fucking go. Just stop.
Right, so let's go down the updated excuse list. Her dew claw got stuck. I was reaching for a Zin, not a remote. It's a vibration only collar, not a shock collar. Look, here's the collar with the tape on it the day after. Wait, actually, it's far right and Israel propaganda. Okay, actually, shock collars are a good thing, but I only used it on myself. Okay, wait, it's actually a dog gate button. Okay, it's actually a shock collar, guys, but I, as a multi-millionaire, DIY removed it and put tape on it in order to only use the vibrate function. And that brings us to today. Apparently now Hassan is saying the collar wasn't even on. You cannot make this shit up. Hassan claims that Kaya didn't have the collar on during the incident. He then proceeds to explain why shock collars aren't actually that bad.
Third group of people are the ones who are like, look at this clip, look at that clip, look at this clip. Like, it's obvious he's moving his arms around. Like he's fucking constantly in a state of zapping. And they've moved away from the initial conversation, which was that like she didn't even have that collar on to begin with. And the only reason why I showed the collar was because people were clipping other instances. First of all, are any of the collars illegal? No. Even in the maximalist position, even if like the people that are claiming are just like a significant threat or whatever, like most, I've said this already, e-collars that have shocking components that feel like a TENS machine, which I've used on myself in the past because, you know, I'm around dogs that have been trained with that and use it, is not only is it not illegal, but it's also straight up used in the e-fencing for people, and it's used in the training of like dogs in general.
Right. Okay, so now apparently she didn't even have the shock collar on, guys. You guys are obviously just blind. You know, when you see a collar there in the clip, your eyes are malfunctioning, actually. I mean, I don't even know what he's doing at this point. This is so ridiculous. It's actually insane. I'm convinced the next episode he's gonna say the dog wasn't even there, guys. You just hallucinated the dog. I don't even have a dog, guys. And my question is, if this was actually true, why wasn't this the first excuse? Why is this excuse coming now after a whole week has passed? If somebody, for example, accuses you of stabbing somebody else, your first excuse should be, hey, you know, I didn't have a knife to even stab them, therefore I'm innocent. But this guy waited a whole week, and now he's saying, well, the knife wasn't even there. Well, I don't even own a knife. The only thing different is that this is a recorded incident, and there's like multiple instances of this, so he can't really keep up with his own lies, it seems like. And again, I find it very interesting. He's very defensive of this shock collar in this hypothetical universe where he actually shocked a dog, right? And also, the main issue is the manner in which he actually used it, right? He zapped her for daring to move an inch after hours, and that is just not normal. That is basically you mistreating your pet. And we've seen in multiple instances of your dog like looking at you 500 times, waiting 10 minutes to ask if it's okay to take a sip of water, ask permission to even move. It's like, it's disgusting. And then somebody just posted a picture of the collar circle in the same VOD, the exact same clip, and it seems like the collar's on.
This is the one that people are talking about. Okay, this is the one. This is the one that they saw. It has the capacity to vibrate, and that's it. Are you happy? That's it. There's the air tag.
Somehow it looks exactly what Hassan showed. Also, if she wasn't wearing the color, why the frick did he show a shock color a day later? That would be a move of a brain dead person who wants to incriminate himself. Nothing he says makes any sense at all. Yeah, you wouldn't be responding to other random clips rather than the main clip that went viral, right? Or you would have specified at least, but obviously his story keeps changing. I mean, this guy is a pathological liar. You can't really believe a word he says. Moving on to a clip going viral of Hassan basically putting his dog in a cage with another dog and wanting her to get bitten and hurt and laughing about it. I mean, this is some crazy shit. Another Hassan leak. I don't give a shit if they bite Kaya. It's hilarious when she's afraid.
I don't know if putting them in a confined space like this together is a good idea, but we're about to see very quickly. She will most likely recognize. She will very quickly learn that that's probably a mistake. Because if she keeps pushing Fiona, Fiona is going to bite. Oh, there we go. Good job, Fiona. You fucking tell her. One thing I will tell you, I've seen her. Kaya is really funny when she's scared. Being scared, but it gives me anxiety. Maybe it's me. No, I want her to bite her. What do you mean? That they had to chop it. I know Fiona wants out. She's not getting out, though. Fiona snaps at her. She'll just go, ah, 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 and like run away. Run away like a fucking goofball crying. It's the funniest thing on the fucking planet. Oh, Fiona, stay in there. She needs to learn. See? See? She wants out.
The wind, children.
Did you see that? I want you guys to see what happens when she actually gets scared. It's so fucking funny.
Yeah, dude, it's so funny when my poor dog is scared and crying. It's actually hilarious. I mean, this man's an utter psychopath. I just don't know what the hell is wrong with this guy. Somebody's got to save that dog, dude. I feel like it's completely psychotic to make fun of your dog crying and being afraid and you're enjoying it. This man put them in a cage fight to entertain his stream and sadistically started laughing. Was I wrong when I compared this guy to Dio? I mean, holy shit, dude. This guy's literally an anime villain. People used to do this shit in like Roman Colosseums, dude, with gladiators and shit. And also this guy's laugh, bro. The saliva just gurgling in his mouth, bro. Get a grip, dude, you psycho freak. And I know the immediate excuse that Hassan Glazers are gonna go to, oh, this is part of dog training. I'm just socializing him with other dogs. First off, he's not doing it correctly. Obviously the pen needs to be much bigger. Also, there's a right way to actually do it. Without, making it a spectacle for the stream and laughing and expecting your dog to get hurt and, sadistically enjoying this whole process or whatever. You're supposed to gradually acclimate your dog to this other dog, the environment and all of that. I'm no expert, obviously, but I just know this is not the right way to do it. Anyone who thinks this is abuse doesn't have a dog or doesn't know how to train their dog. This is considering socialized training. What did I just say? It's like getting mad at the parent when a baby is trying to learn how to walk, but it keeps failing. It's like calling abuse on the parents for allowing that. 64 replies. No, you actually don't have a dog. It's either that or you're also a disgusting animal mistreater. F you. Socialization doesn't need to happen in a small confined space. It's good for the older dog to have space to get away from the puppy for a while. He's got them in a confined space and knows the other dog wants out. Come on. I mean, he's literally doing it for his own entertainment and for the entertainment of his stream. Like, he doesn't care about the feelings of the dogs. Now, Hassan needs to be caged. Imagine how he treats her when he's not broadcasting in front of 30,000 people. And that's what everybody's been pointing out. This is the stuff that he's been caught doing on stream. And he thinks it's okay to do on stream. So imagine what is going on behind the scenes. Because he goes through such lengths, as we'll see in this video, to hide his collar and the remote as well, because he knows he's doing something wrong. You wouldn't need to hide it if you actually thought it was a good thing. This one, and I mean genuinely, made me livid. No trainer on the planet, aside from those that train dogs for Michael Vick, would ever promote or advocate for this. He truly proves there is no bottom to how regarded and hate-worthy someone can be. He just always gets worse. It's ridiculous. If you only knew how bad things really are, and is Kaya just depressed? So Asmon Gold responded,
and someone posted a video on the subreddit of Hassan's dog in a cage. There's no way, right?
See what happens when she actually gets scared. It's so fucking funny. On the elevated bed, so she can't like really get off of it. So she now knows to
sit in place for hours and hours on end.
The memes were like, I do have a button on my desk for the gate, right?
So there is a button.
They're like, oh my God, he shocked her again.
So he's acknowledged now there is a button and that Kaya seems to respond whenever the button is pushed. This has come a long way since she caught her Duclaw in the thing.
Is this gonna be a post on its own again? I know. Anytime I bring anything up.
Yeah. It's the top post on the front page. Guys. Somebody goes, we have one more hostage left. Guys. From the fridge to the TV, Kaya will be free. Oh, God. I don't know what you want me to say, guys. I really don't. All your haters and all your enemies and haters are still pedophiles. My guys, stop giving your haters what they want. Why are you still talking about this? Can you get to the point and just provide the model? Fuck off. Oh, God, bro.
People responded, this guy isn't just an animal abuser. He actually enjoys seeing animals suffer, and people follow and defend this guy. Calling people fat, ban mistreating animals, front page of Twitch, the classic. The amount of glee he takes in seeing his adopted puppy in pain and distress is sickening, and this is what he does on camera. Generally hate this guy. Kaya's funny when she's scared is one of the wildest things I've heard. That is an insane statement, and the fact that his entire audience was just okay with it just shows you like what kind of a fan base he's fostered. Twitch CEO, I'm totally fine with this. Adding this to my gooning collection. Dan Clancy gonna play this on repeat. I want her to bite her. Lord have mercy, this man is so morally bankrupt, it's insane. Dude, the thing is, Hassan literally made this situation 10 times worse. If he just came clean immediately, we wouldn't have to dig into his past to find all of this horrible other shit. Now it's at the point where people are genuinely concerned for the safety of your dog, and they're actually convinced you're a psychopath who enjoys animals in pain and essentially just torturing them. I mean, I just don't know how anybody can defend this anymore. The sheer amount of stuff we've seen is just undefendable. But don't worry, there are still terminal glazers like Taylor Lorenz and the Hassan Defense Squad Orbiters who will continue to lie for him, as we'll get to later in this video. Moving on to Hassan's dog attacking another dog. This is apparently the well-trained dog that Hassan brags so much about, right? The one he proudly electrocutes to keep in control. That was his whole justification for this. Oh, I'm doing this in order to train this dog to a perfect manner here, right? Turns out it's not a good strategy. Tectone tweeted, a dog trained to bite when threatened from birth will repeat the same behavior as an adult. Footage of Hassan's failed training of his dog lashing out and attacking another dog. Even though his orbiters are claiming it's the best trained, most spoiled dog ever, he can't even control it right next to him without electrocution.
No, I'm so lazy. Because he doesn't want to fly right. Hey, okay, go and get some chicken.
No. Hey, come here. It's my chicken. It's my chicken.
Nobody gets it now.
Okay, now I really want it swat after. Yeah, maybe we should put it on the counter.
Yeah, we're gonna
Sit.
put this.
I knew the chicken was gonna be a problem. I was telling Cutie.
You mean very good.
All right, wait. Now Hassan has to steal, right?
I know she's got.
Wow, Hassan, looks like your evil electrocution methods are not working out in your training. This is truly shocking information, guys. A dog that is actually forced to sit there for 10 hours a day and shocked when it tries to move or even reach for water is actually super frustrated and lashes out at other dogs, potentially people, right? I mean, I'm shocked that that dog hasn't bitten your face off because I would be so pissed. This man is treating me this badly, you know, shocking me when I'm trying to freaking move. It's probably terrified of you. Hassan's dog training be like in Spider-Man dodging thunderbolts. He's literally traumatizing the dog and everyone around him to the extent they've normalized this in their head and justified it when defending his actions. Moving on to yet another clip of Hassan doing his absolute best to hide the shock collar remote. And I don't know, guys, it seems like Hassan is really embarrassed of this collar and remote. He removes it under the desk in that one clip. He pushes it away from the camera while pretending to grab a cookie. Like, why would he do all that if it's an innocent, harmless, vibrate-only collar? Like, why would he try to hide it so much? Another clip that LSF mods have been auto-deleting, and perhaps the most damning one yet.
We gotta get my my leash. She can hang.
Like she can walk off leash and stuff?
Yeah.
That's unreal, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I also got professional training for her as well. So
Okay.
that's the other thing. Yeah.
Bro, why are you showing me? Show these guys. Scout them out.
You're gonna watch a lot of misses.
Nothing but net.
Nothing but net, baby.
But net.
Come on.
Shot.
Please even sit.
Yeah, for me, I do. Yeah, for me, I do. I do a little bit of physical.
Makes a great shot. Yeah, great shot. The only other team to shoot, but yeah, I played Max and Jason with me and Ludwig. Put it again. We oh, okay, well, yeah, like, you know, Max, I'll be honest, Jason's getting shots, but he could have taken the chance. But wait, Jason, like, you gotta look at this. Yeah, he's like 5'5". I don't know. Chat, how Jason? What do you?
Chat, I don't get it. Chat, he zaps at home. He zaps at the park. He zaps everywhere. Chat, this guy is just he just zaps everywhere. He can't stop himself. He's just a serial zapper. What can you do?
Yeah, for me, I do.
He gets in front of the camera.
Yeah, for me, I do.
At a certain point, would it not have just been less work and effort than to just train the dog? Like, cause it sure seems like he's gone through a lot of effort to hide that he's doing this. Like, at what point is it just easier to just train the dog? I don't understand how this keeps going on and on and on and on.
Oh my god, dude. This man is so cooked. He is so unbelievably caught in every manner humanly possible. This guy decided to pick a fight with the dog lovers of the internet. Biggest mistake of his life. They will comb through every single VOD, every single stream, and find the evidence. And now we have 100% established a pattern, right? Of Hassan doing the absolute best to hide his shock collar and the remote for some unknown reason, right? Apparently, he's very proud of it. He's very proud of his training, but for some reason, constantly feels the need to hide it away from camera. Nobody who actually thinks they're doing the right thing would feel the need to constantly hide it away, right? It's almost like he knows what he's doing is wrong and he doesn't want to get caught. What's in your pocket, Hassan? My precious. I don't understand why he goes through such great lengths to hide all this. It makes him look even more malicious. I don't know what's stupider, like the fact that he thinks that he can hide it while he's streaming everything, or the fact that he didn't think that people would look into all the stuff after he decided to lie about absolutely everything. Bro, he's literally shocking his dog 100% of the time. That is so insane. You thought it was just for the bed, huh? No, that's not how it works. He carries it around everywhere. Gotta keep zapping that shit. Now, seems like people also found a clip of Hassan trying to give his dog the place command, but he's so afraid to do it, now he has to work it into other sentences. Lamau Diddy Piker, the dog striker, thought he was being so sneaky here.
To a position where we've finally gotten to a place where, like, oh, pure peace is taking place. It's taking place. Is I don't know what you're doing. Okay, what? What do you want? What? What do you want? Huh? Okay.
Dude, are you serious? Like, why are you trying to be slick? I just live in a lot of places, guys. I just love my place. And he says it into the mic as if the dog is gonna hear it more clearly. Buddy, there's no problem with the place command. That's not why people are mad at you. The problem is you using thunder on your dog when it moves from place, right? As Critical explained in his video, you're not using it in the correct way. The place should be its happy place, right? The place where it wants to go. It's like home or whatever. And you make it terrified to even leave place, right? You're obviously allowed to train your dog. You're not allowed to torture it. That's obviously the issue here. But you can now tell the situation is affecting him. He is deathly terrified to mistreat his dog, at least on stream. And that's a good thing, right? That means people are actually having an effect. At Hassan the Hun has shocked you instead of blocked you. That's a good one. We got Hassan in Mario Kart using the lightning item. And it's all Kaya. Everyone else is Kaya, of course. The concept of Hassan dying on the inside to shock his dog for her training, but him him having to let her be free because he's been exposed is so freaking funny. Yeah, honestly, this is probably like the worst day of his life. He's like, I cannot zap this dog. Arr! You can tell it's taking everything to him not to zap her for getting up. Bro is like trying to maintain his cool, but he's gonna go Hulk smash eventually. Moving on to QT Cinderella getting mad at the FaZe streamers because she got clipped completely exposing Hassan, which was her own fault, obviously. And she was exposing the lies that it was actually a shock collar and there was actually tape on it.
No, there's no shock. Like the electric prongs are taken out of it. I'm in his house. I looked at the collar. The collar is taped off where I think there would be prongs.
Lover, you said you want to do a stream with me too? I'm down.
Not after that clip you farmed on me, you asshole.
What? I didn't even form a clip.
What clip? What clip?
You're farming clips on my girl, man.
I didn't even form a clip on her,
I ain't
man.
gonna lie, I did.
I told her how to get sturdy.
What'd you do?
Jason, I want you to know I got home and I said to Lud, I said, Jason wasn't there to save me.
Wait, which one? Wait.
I wasn't there to save
what
you.
Clip? Wait, what clip?
It was Ron.
It was Ron and Lacey.
Wait, was it about
Ron or Lacey, you brought it up, silky little bitch.
It wasn't even me. It was Ray's that brought it up.
Wait, hold on.
What did y'all do?
I'm not gonna lie, I did.
Hey, hold on.
I did
All
hear
I said
Rage.
was like, how do we all feel about the situation?
He brought it up.
No, listen. But then Ron was like, okay, so is it good or is it bad? So you don't have an opinion? So that's what it was.
You're using me as a
Deeper.
scapegoat. You're using me as a scapegoat. You're using me as a scapegoat.
Okay. Silky's innocent then.
Wait, so I'm not innocent?
Hell no, you're not.
Bitch, you're not innocent.
What the? Yeah. I mean, hey.
It don't matter. We ride for QT. It don't matter, gang. They come for QT. They come for all of us.
Facts,
bro.
bro.
They go, y'all
Facts,
niggas. Click pages.
Yeah.
Tell him what you told Sin and Emery, Jay.
Oh, if they f with Cutie and Lower, then they f with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're the toughest,
That's a
bro.
fact.
That's a hero, man.
Okay.
Yeah, this take is just not it. Like, not a single person in that room above single-digit IQ, bro. We ride for QT. Like, F the clip pages. F the people for posting literally what she said and accidentally revealing Hassan to actually be a terrible liar. I mean, that's a good thing, okay? That's a good thing that people actually know the truth now. And I find it weird that these people are riding for QT, riding for all their friends or whatever. That's not how you should act in a friendship. If somebody's actually doing something wrong, or they're acting in a way that isn't entirely truthful, or they're covering for some another bad friend, you should definitely call them out. I mean, it's a horrible policy to end up blindly supporting anyone, right? Because they might turn out to be horrible people, right? Essentially what you're saying here is we love people who electrocute their dogs. We love people who defend Hassan and animal abusers. You go, Kings, right? And this is basically why Hassan actually hangs out with these guys, right? Goes to parties with them. And some of these guys can be entertaining at times. Even Ludwig, I quite enjoy watching Ludwig when he's not being an idiot. But it really seems like a lot of these people do not give a single fuck about anything, and morals, ethics, and values is just not a thing to them. It's like, okay, whatever, as long as I'm earning money, as long as I'm popular, as long as I'm included in the friend group or whatever. I feel like that's just not a good way to go through life, and you just end up going on autopilot and end up supporting a lot of bad people. Also, I just find it so dystopian that a bunch of millionaire streamers are doing a subathon where they beg for even more money from people living paycheck to paycheck. Meanwhile, I just saw Penguin Zero upload a video on the opposite end. He disabled all of his donations because he understands that he's super rich now, and he revealed his entire income is like $30-40 million, right? And he said that, hey, I don't need to beg for money from people living paycheck to paycheck, right? And he did say that, other streamers don't need to do it or whatever. But something like a subathon, I mean, you're already mega multi-millionaires. I mean, what even is the excuse? And I know their fans are going to be like, well, X% is actually going to charity. Miss me with that bullshit. Majority of their money is going into their pockets, okay? I just find it, really distasteful. You can still have donations on and everything, but making an entire spectacle, essentially begging for more money after you have more than you need for your entire life is just unbelievable to me. It's so greedy. I don't know. Is Hassan the freaking boogeyman? Why are Ludwig and QT so scared? Because they're on shock collars too, dude. Max setting. At this point, I'm convinced he's got career-ending dirt on nearly everyone in the LA bubble. The way every response defending his word is so identical to one another, it feels inauthentic, especially how they all describe the dog as spoiled, feels deliberate. I just think it is convenient for them to ignore the truth, right? Because if you actually had to come to terms with the reality of the situation that Hassan is not treating his dog well, then you would have to reconsider a lot of your choices. Like, oh, inviting this guy to parties, that's probably not a good idea. Or, you know, losing all these connections. If you publicly disavow Hassan, then you're probably going to lose a lot of these other friends as well. They're not going to want to hang out with you as well. And for them, they're making so much money, they just want to keep doing that, all right? They don't want to think about all of this. And I find it particularly morally bankrupt, okay? We got the list of excuses. These people are too allergic to just telling the truth. We got QT dog-walking Ludwig, and then we got Hassan also dog-walking Ludwig and QT. There's one behind this, of course. Ludwig does not like when people talk about his wife's boyfriend. Hassan, the new Diddy, but of streaming. Moving on to the Hassan Defense Squad getting more members, Caroline Kwan claims it's not a shock collar.
I know it probably doesn't matter to you because you're going to believe what you want to believe and from the sources you want to believe it from. And that's why, like, doesn't matter what I or anyone else says, but it's not a shock collar. I've seen that collar. I've used that collar before.
Yeah, let me just stop you right there, you lying piece of shit. QT already confirmed it. She said the shock prongs are taken off, so it is a shock collar, all right? We know the model of the collar and the remote. Can we just stop with this already? You people are so ridiculous. I mean, what is going on? What does he have on you? I don't understand.
I have babysat that dog. But again, it doesn't matter. I also said too, you know, I think it was something Hassan didn't realize in the moment that it was going to end up being a shitstorm like this. And so when it happened and people were mentioning in chat, he just did not address it because he, as I said, didn't think this was going to be the result. But that person really typed out XQC the debunker. Yeah. I mean, I also like, I have texts between myself and Boy, who was watching Kaya after I watched Kaya, where I was like, oh, this is the collar. You don't have, you know, she doesn't even wear it most of the time. It's when she's in the house. She has really good recall, like her training, et cetera, et cetera. But it does not matter because it just, as I said, people just dig their heels in even more. It's frustrating.
Yeah, it is frustrating when you have an entire group of streamers constantly freaking lying to you, gaslighting you, making you believe you're a stalker, you're schizo, and when it all gets proven to be true, you double down and continue lying. You guys have changed your story 500 times, and I'm really glad this whole situation is happening because now we can clearly see who can actually be trusted and who cannot, right? This situation is so obvious now, just who is blatant, obvious liars. Another incoherent defense of a guy who's been completely incoherent in defense of himself, not a shock collar. Also, Hassan didn't realize it was going to be a shitstorm. Didn't realize what? She seems to indicate he made a mistake, but denies the error. Moving on to Hassan's #1 simp, failed journalist Taylor Lorenz. Hutch reacts to another desperate Hassan defender who claims the prongs are impossible to remove. Right, before we play the clip, reminder, this is what Taylor thinks of Hassan.
The other thing with Hassan, he's unreasonably good looking and like cool and dresses cool.
Tell me about
but
it.
Do you know what I mean? Like Hassan would be an influencer no matter what he was saying because he is
hot,
very attractive and very cool and genuinely a good person too, I will say.
Right, so that's who we're dealing with here.
House stream, bad actors attempted to leverage the fact that he put a small piece of tape on the back to conceal his phone number, which is like written in Sharpie on the back of the little
I don't even know where she came up with that. Like, what are you talking? When did he say that?
Vibration box as evidence that he somehow secretly modified and soldered down shock collar prongs. Something that would basically be like impossible to do, like impossible.
This what she just said is just so embarrassingly not true. Like, this is so embarrassing. She's a journalist. She's a fucking journalist, bro.
Pause here to say that I've met Kaya IRL. I have never seen her in a shock collar. I've spoken to people who have walked Kaya, babysit Kaya, probably spent hundreds of hours with this dog. And according to everyone I spoke to, in 0 instances has she ever been abused. Not a single guest on Piker's Twitch stream in the years and years and years that he's had Kaya.
Again, just copy paste the same rhetoric and imagine she was talking about like Hassan's spouse. And you'll understand just how deranged this sounds. You know, nobody, you would never say that because it's like, well, you can't know, you know, just because you've met Kaya a few times or something like you can't know. You can't even claim to know. Like your input means literally nothing. You're trying to make the case that like, oh, well, you know, I watched him, you know, like for a weekend and he wasn't wearing a collar. So, you know, case closed. Like that means nothing. That's just completely valueless commentary.
Listen, Taylor Lorenz is an unhinged cat lady who is obsessed with Hassan. She wants so badly to sleep with him and be in a relationship with him. I honestly don't know why anybody listens to her at all. She is motivated by one thing and one thing only, Hassan's piker. By the way, she just said it's impossible to remove the shock prongs. I guess she's not caught up on the lore right yet when QT goes to Hassan's house every single day for years and went right after the incident, and she confirmed exactly that Hassan removed the shock prongs. So your story is already false. Also, how would it be impossible? Are you freaking stupid? Any person with a basic handling of simple tools can do that. Impossible. What a dumbass. Like, what are you even saying? Is it impossible for you to tell the truth because you're psychosexually obsessed with Hassan? I mean, come on. He's not going to sleep with you. Then she just straight up lies.
Piker showed this collar on stream. It's an electronic vibration collar with 0 shock capabilities.
Taylor, that's not the collar. I mean, we did the exact matching. The collar does not line up at all. The body and construction are completely different. This journalist here could not do a shred of research to confirm anything or even use her freaking eyes. You should be barred from journalism entirely if this is how you report stories. How is this allowed? She is blatantly lying, knowing the actual truth. It is baffling that people follow this person.
Kaya is one of the most pampered and spoiled dogs in Los Angeles. Who knows why Kaya yelped that like one day, but she is literally a dog. I grew up with dogs, multiple dogs, that worked as therapy dogs actually in hospitals. And sometimes if a dog steps on their foot or catches their nail wrong or something or just gets startled, they'll yelp.
Oh, okay. So we're back full circle. So her Dukla got stuck again, guys. Okay. Taylor, I don't think you're following the story. That was excuse number 1. The Hassan orbiters all decided to give up on that and move to 5 different new excuses, right? Especially after the frame-by-frame analysis and basically complete proof that she didn't actually clip on anything, right? I think Taylor's honestly running on Internet Explorer or something. She might not be well-versed with our, Gen Z slang or whatever. Then naturally, she blames the far right.
Nevertheless, the story has been weaponized by the far right to launch a multi-platform smear campaign against Piker. Laura Loomer has posted relentlessly about it. Tech founder Palmer Luckey is offering $100,000 to anyone who can tear apart Hassan's vibration collar.
Wait, so somebody's offering $100K to Hassan to prove it's not a shock collar for like one of his causes or something, and Hassan still can't do it? I mean, that should pretty much tell you everything. It's like if free money is turning down, obviously because he can't prove it, right? And of course, this nutjob is blaming the far right, right? Far right in Israel again, of course. Kaya is an agent of Mossad, obviously, sent to take down Hassan from the inside. Absolutely pathetic. She has never used a pair of pliers before. It is impossible, guys. I've never seen anyone remove anything from any device ever. What do you expect from Hassan's biggest glazer? Hassan defenders working overtime. Today I learned Taylor Lorenz doesn't know what soldering means. She blocked people on Twitter for commenting. Obviously, the journalist doesn't like people chatting. Right, we got another Hassan glazer. Vanilla Mace defends Hassan in Colorgate. Says she's a happy, spoiled dog.
Yes, I saw the Hassan drama. It makes me want to go like this. People that want Hassan fucking dead were like, he used a shock collar and he's abusing his fucking dog. The lengths that people are going to see, they're like editing his picture and turning up the fucking contrast where he showed the collar to be like, no, look, he put tape over it to fucking... As somebody who's met fucking Kaya, because all these people on the internet, I'm like, I fucking met that damn dog. That dog is like the sweetest fucking dog ever.
Yeah, notice how there's not a shred of logic here. She didn't dispute any of the facts. There was actually tape on the collar, you stupid mother flipper. How are you still acting like that's not true? I mean, I'm gonna lose my mind. Open your eyes, goddammit. Oh, I've met Kaya. She's so happy. Probably because that's the 5 minutes she actually gets to move around after Hassan tortures her 10 hours a day. By the way, I totally get why this person is defending Hassan and QT and all these people, because she is more irrelevant than Froggen, right? And that is genuinely impressive. Who is this person? Don't worry, nobody knows.
That dog is living lavish. Like, y'all wish you lived Kaya's life. Like, that dog is spoiled like a fucking motherfucker. And then also to people who are like, well, he's on stream so long every day, and then the dog just has to lay there all day. I'm like, and what about y'all's dogs when y'all are at work? Like, he gets off the stream, I'm sure that he goes and does shit with the dog. Like, why do we go so hard? Like the lengths that I have seen people go to try to prove this point.
More like the lengths people go to lie about it. Of course, people are going to be mad when there's 50 streamers openly lying about provable facts and evidence, right? It's a cover-up of astronomical proportions, something we've never seen before in the whole streamer YouTube space. And I feel like every Hassan orbiter needs to be exposed at this point, because Hassan, without his moons, is actually powerless, right? The only reason he's allowed to have this career is his network of constant glazers who give him this sort of mainstream appeal, despite having the most insane takes humanly possible. Now click this video if you're still gobbling up your food, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.